Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up.
Feeling where I am from. Feeling where I am from.
Appreciate you hitting the button. Welcome to the How to Hustle podcast with Hype. This is episode 169. You follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up. This is another week of he's not a very special guest. If you Google me, they got pictures of him on there too. Fat light skinned niggas, they do us like that. Reintroduce yourself to the audience, bro.
Hey man, happy to be back as always. I am your favorite coach's favorite coach, your favorite fat freckle man, the big dog himself. Coach from Life Be Life. Yeah, man.
Also, this was one we forgot to mention. We are the Podcast Link live show, two members of the group right here. Also
Facts.
the winners of Best Panel from the
Champions.
second show. You know what I'm saying? Gold medalist, Kurt Angle me.
Yeah, man. I always keep my joint nearby. Keep my joint nearby, you heard?
Chill, the little girl stole my joint. Damn it. It was sitting right there.
I always keep it nearby in case I have to flex, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't come to the show unless I'm leaving with a little gold around that. I'm saying
they're not gonna put us together on a team by ourselves ever again.
That's what I said. Like, yeah, so y'all just gonna hand it over. Y'all just got the concession speeches ready already. But again, that was the hip hop show. Shout out to Crush Lounge. You had to be there because you know what I'm saying.
Had to be there. It was different.
That one won't be making that one.
That hip hop show was different.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. Shouts out to the Podcast Link live show.
Podcast Link.
Yeah, man. 169. Me and my guy, y'all already know. If you've been listening to me or you've been listening to him, then you know we've been locked in for a little minute here. Me and my bro was having a side conversation. He told me I got a lot going on, and said I did do this joint with my fellas though. We did like a men's retreat on the weekend getaway type time.
Right.
So I said, Before he even starts telling me about it, I said, that sounds like an episode. So then as he starts trying to break it down to me, I said, oh no, this is definitely an episode. So here we are, 169, me and my man Nah. The men's retreat. This is the type of thing that we as men do need. We always need to be around some positive situations, some encouraging situations. People always will try to act like we don't, because they act like, we don't stub our toe and the shit hurt too. We'll jam our finger and the shit hurt too. It does. It hurts. Okay. It's a jammed finger. You ever been hit you ever hit your finger with a hammer trying to bang in a nail? It hurts. You know what I'm saying? You be hard as nails. This joint is singing. But we need them joints to unwind just like anybody else needs them joints to unwind. So now you walk us through what was the retreat like for the men.
First and foremost, shout out to my bro, Reese Rush. You know what I mean?
Reese,
host
what's up, bro?
The host of the My Brother show. Yeah, man. So, we part of this friendship group that I like to refer to as the Brotherhood. We was in the, group chat talking about Lincoln, talking about doing whatever. The idea came up, you know what I mean? The funds was, parsed out as far as how much it would cost. And, you know what I mean? Ponied up and we slid. So it ends up being a B&B out in the Poconos or whatever. Nice little situation. So I end up riding with Reese and one of our other homies. Quite a few people end up riding together. So that was also cool too, because it gave you time to, spend with the homies before you get there and link up with everybody else. I think two of our homies had beat us there. So we get there at this point, we picking rooms, and it's just kind of like, throughout the night. We got there Friday. Yeah, we got there on a Friday. And then it's just people just kind of filling in on that Friday. And man, literally from that Friday night, bro, like immediately we was out back. They got the fireplace going and we back there chopping it up. And it's just kind of like, man, all these like wounds that we had at home just immediately opened up in front of each other out of just innocent and what seemed like small conversations. So, you got this brother going through that, you got that brother going through that, you got this brother going through that. And through that talking, you realize how much of us are going through similar things or have gone through similar things. my homie Dre, man, he was telling me about something he was going through that I'm not going through, but it helped me empathize because of a family situation that I was having at the time. So seeing, hearing from somebody who went through it, it helped me better empathize with that family member, better it helped me better deal with how they handled things, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that be the deal. Like when our family do stuff, sometimes there's really nothing you could do about it. So it's just about how you're gonna handle that family member or how you're gonna handle what they did. And sometimes, man, it be the whys that don't really sit well with us. So with him, giving his side of that situation, having been in the same place, like I'm like, damn, okay, okay. And I told him, like, bro, you kind of helped, like you put air back in my lungs. You ain't even pee. Like you
See that?
literally breathed life back into me, bro.
That's
Because I've been
always the thing
struggling.
that it's always the thing that we be talking about. Like, you never know the little boy, the little girl across the street who's watching you move how you move.
Yeah,
And just because you're not in the physical situation that that person is going through, don't mean that you can't pull something out of it. If you're a
right.
person who is looking to grow or looking to learn, there's always a lesson to be learned. There's always some jewel in there. I listen to my daughter and her friends talk. I listen to the little kids talk, like my niece and my youngest
Mm-hmm.
daughter. And there's things in there that you can pull, that I pull topics out of these type of things.
Real
And
talk.
something like you saying though is a conversation, is the lost art form in 2025, where like you said, cuz is talking, you're sitting here listening to what he's saying, and then coming up and formulating what it is that you would like to reply with. Not sitting
Yeah,
here going, "Oh, this nigga saying this. I can't wait to already have this my preset point to come out." Like, no, this ain't that type situation. Niggas
right.
is in here really trying to help each other through their situations because life is life and on everybody. And
Facts, man.
sometimes we get so bogged down into our own situation that we think the world is just us. And like you said, your man, y'all, I'm quite sure in the car ride up, the car ride be the bid whenever you going anywhere, like on a
Yep.
road trip
You
type
already
time.
know.
The car ride be like the free content where he's like, damn, if we just had the phone out here, we could turn this shit into 80 clips. But it might be the jokes in the car, but a couple of them jokes would be like, okay, cuz just threw something out there twice, and now we're gonna have to tap into that once we pick these rooms. You know what I'm saying? All of
Yeah,
that type stuff. But all of that comes though from, like you said, everybody's in this joint looking to grow with each other. Ain't nobody looking to demean, belittle, or talk down on nobody else's situation. And when you posted the pictures and it said men's retreat, like I said, that's what grabbed me instant.
bro. It's something that I said, like, man, like you see all these posts like maturing is blah 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 blah. Maturing is me going on a men's retreat. Cause like had you asked me years earlier to go someplace where it's just a bunch of dudes and we all in this house together and
Sounded
it
like the
ain't got
real
nothing to
world.
do with no, yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with no paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm married, so it can't have nothing to do with women. But if it ain't got nothing to do with no paper, you know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with like a specific activity. Like I could do that if we was all going to like, a convention or something like that, or we all going to a sporting event or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then that's different. But like chilling with dudes, just to chill with dudes outside the home, out the state, you know what I mean? Like you
so that's
probably wouldn't have been able to
also
convince me to do that.
that taps into last week's episode with BTG, which you'll be able to hear soon. You know what I'm saying? Because we that's the growth. If we
Yeah.
24, we like you said, it's all about whose back pockets is we creasing, and can we get some bread? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to call Nine, telling him, yo, remember the joint from the bar I hit? Like, that's what it's about.
Right.
Because life ain't life for everybody in them circles. Cause you got like one or two of them who like, oh, he had a kid at 19, so things got real for him, and now he got real issues, and his baby mom going at it. And now you might have the other chick pregnant, and this one's
Hmm.
still playing. He just got out of school. He ain't figured nothing out. Like, you got all of those different dynamics. Now you get a little older, and it's like you said, you start to look around, and it's like life on all of us. Niggas
Yeah.
is all married, divorced, in relationships, trying to work this thing out. going through the different
Mhm.
situations, the trials and tribulations with your kids, like
Yeah,
you
career changes, all that.
and as a man, you don't ever really get to put that out. You might get to give that to your woman, like, or you might
Yeah,
have a homie who you could talk to
right,
about that, but it's not really even your man. It'd be like, all right, I gave him the last two, I can't give him the next two. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, I
No,
can't
that's
put
real.
I can't put so much on his plate because I know he's still
He
he
going
got
through
his own.
something.
He's
Yeah,
going through something too. Like,
yeah.
so to have a room where it's how many of y'all was it? About eight of y'all or so?
11 of us, man.
11. Okay. To have a
11
room
of us
with
in the whole
10,
house.
to have a room with 10 other people to bounce these different things off is something you would never have because you never even understand though, like when you're in your early 20s, teens stages, we together all the time. All
Right.
we ever have is time together. These in your 30s and 40s is like, man, we ain't never getting to spend just the weekend with us. Like that is over. Somebody better be getting married. Like it's bachelor party type time.
Yeah.
But other than that, like just to talk, just to say like, yeah, I'm going through this and I'm going through this and I'm doing that's never happened.
Like just to kick it, man. We played games. We was playing, they had the big checker, not the big checker joint, the big Connect Four joint. We was playing that. We was playing pool. We was on the consoles. Um, like just genuinely enjoying each other's company, man. And I think I always harp on the word genuine because you know what I'm saying. Like our friendships get painted as surface. You know what I'm saying. I hear women talk about male friendships all the time and paint it as oh, it's surface. Y'all so cool and y'all have so much fun because it's not deep like that. You know what I mean. Y'all just busy having fun or playing Madden or talking about girls. Like y'all not really like getting into each other personal lives. And I'm like, man, listen, without putting out anybody's personal information or anything like that. If the women who say that could have caught just literally the moment where and I could share this because I got permission to share this. The moment where at one point in time everybody got a drink and we about to do a toast. And instead of one person toasting, we said, yo, just go around. Everybody throw something up. And it went from a toast to like everybody laying out a blessing for the group. Like, what do you mean just surface? Like, we got people speaking power over other people's lives. Like, we got people, speaking life into a situation that our brother think is dead. You know what I'm saying? Saying stuff like, even to say the mantra we had was we ain't shit, but we the shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
So when
and,
people
and,
say,
and
go
that
ahead,
was
go ahead.
ironic because so it's kind of like a play on words, right? Because on one hand, do we think we ain't shit? No, we don't think we ain't shit, but like we know people make us feel like we ain't shit. We always hearing we ain't shit. Like sometimes because we not where we want to be, or not where we striving to be yet, we feel like we ain't shit. But like at the end of the day, when we look at each other, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we want our brother to look at they self with the same eyes that we look at them. And it's like, bro, you the shit, bro. Like you really like that. You really him, bro. Like you really a awesome dad. You really a dope brother. You really a great husband. You really a awesome friend. You're a great employee, bro. Like
This is the thing,
we the shit.
even though we talking about men in this situation, this is what me and Taya go through all the time. Is me always telling Taya, get out your head. Like,
We gotta do that with Ty.
because me and her had this all the time. I'm like, get out your head, girl. People ain't and can't do what we doing. Like,
That's a
so
fact.
stop killing yourself because you gonna be the hardest person for you to fight. Um,
Yeah.
so like you saying here with women thinking all the relationships are surface level relationships. That's because most people are most niggas ain't men. A man can have a deep introspective relationship with another man because it's all about those two individuals. Like I said, this is two men we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Two grown
Mm-hmm.
ass people can do these things. Uh, the episode that I just did, like I said, again, we're going back to episode 168 with BTG. talking on
Right.
that episode with them, and it's like every one of those guys I've had hour-long conversations with about everything. We've talked marriage, religion, and just whatever it is that needs to be talked about. We haven't just surface level podcast conversations. Me and you have had some crazy conversations just because, like, building and cultivating that relationship so that it ain't just surface level, so that it ain't just, oh no, that's my man I do podcasts with. No, that's my man that, like, when I'm listening to an episode, I know when he sound off. When I'm getting his expressions, I know when things ain't right because our relationship is more than surface. You don't have that with everybody.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not a thing that you will catch with everybody. These things are rare-ish because we're not just going to, like you said, you got two issues that I brought to my man. I can't bring him three, four, five, six, seven. Some women will bring those constant relationships. I was listening to a conversation today where somebody's bringing way too many things into this conversation that they're having with somebody else. And I'm like, yep, you're not in that one. Just keep your head down. See if anybody wants one of these pocketbooks. You know what I'm saying? At Custom Muscle World on Instagram, Custom Muscle Co on Twitter. Yeah, but like you can't be doing. There's like a line there. There's like an understanding that
Hmm.
y'all have to have, and yeah, you gotta go through some shit before we get there. Can't just be telling
Yo,
everybody all
the
your business. You know
key,
what I'm
the
saying?
key you just said is the understanding. And that's why they think we have surface relationships because they come back and they tell us everything that's going on with their girlfriend, everything that's going on in their friendships. We not doing that. We not doing that. For the
You know
most
what else it
part,
could be
we
too?
not doing that. And we have an understanding, like you said, we have that understanding between each other that like bro going through something. So I'm gonna ask him because I need to make sure he good, but I'm also not gonna press the issue beyond what he's comfortable with. Like I'm gonna get into his personal space to make sure he good and let him know I'm there for you, bro. You gotta open up, you gotta talk to somebody because I don't want you self-checking out, you know what I'm saying? But it's at
It's
the
I don't want you.
same way where it's
It's
kind of
one of them
like,
things where it's like you, like I said, if you recognize it, then you got to say you might not want to talk about this right now. I might not even be who you want to talk to this about, or you know what I'm saying. But
mm-hmm,
just know that it's one of them things I always tell people. You can't say nobody was there if you didn't allow nobody to be there.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If you never open it up, because like maybe you just like life be life and nigga might have been doing. I just told you what my schedule just was like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Taya hit me and said, "Nigga, what's up? I ain't heard from you. Is everything good? I've been up since Thursday. It's Monday. I'm
right.
just trying to make it to Wednesday, but it be like that sometimes. And when you got a crazy run or anything could be going on with your wife, kids, or what have you, you might not have
Mm-hmm.
checked in with your man or whatever. And when you do, though, it's about not just, yo, you good, bro? Yeah, 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 I'm cool. Nah, come on.
Right.
This is us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and that alone, and then that's what I'm saying. That's the understanding where you really check your bro and you be like, yo, bro, it's me. It's you. This
But
is
that's the but
us.
that's the difference in, yo, you all right, and genuinely want to
Yeah.
know if you all right. And
Facts.
most people, like, I understand this from a woman's perspective, where a lot of people nowadays, not even just the women, can't express what it is that they feel because they feel
True.
like, what if I open this wound and then I can't stop the bleeding?
Yeah.
So if I tell her too much of this, but this is only what happens when you don't have a real woman or a real man to help you through these situations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
you need a solid partner to help you through all the situations that life is going to throw at you. You know what I'm
You need
saying?
a
Is
healed, you
that,
need a healed partner too. Because
yeah,
people be thorough, but some people be thorough, but they not healed, man. And they revert to some bad tactics. And that's why you realize you can't open up to them the way you want to, because it's gonna
right.
cost you
So
later.
so so also though, you got to be able to compartmentalize these situations.
That's a fact.
If I'm asking you about you, I can't make then what you're going through about me.
I can't hear you, bro. It's like you went on mute.
You good?
Now I hear you.
All right. My bad. Technical difficulties. We live. Um, Yeah, like I can't ask you how you doing and then make it about me.
Right.
Like if I'm asking how you're doing, and I need to be trying to look at this from a helping you perspective and not from a helping me perspective. And a lot of people can't compartmentalize them two different situations. They turn it straight
Right.
into this is what I would have said. This is how I would have handled it. Like, yeah, but you're not me. I'm not you. So what? What?
Especially if what you're talking
What
about,
good was
that
that
person is
advice?
part of it. Especially if that person is part of it. Like, yeah, you asked me, am I good? But you kind of one of the part reasons why I'm not that good.
Oh, that's a whole nother one. That's a whole nother one. It's like, yeah, you're a part of you're the problem here, actually. It's hard for me to explain to you how you fucking up and it's
Like
affected me.
that's yeah, that's regardless of male or female, man. Like it's easier to do with dudes, but sometimes still it's hard for people to deal with the minute you tell them they the problem.
Yeah, because then it's not. Then the conversation's over because now they're not listening. They just waiting to
That
rebuttal. The bulletproof vest and the ski mask just came out, and now they are in all rebuttal mode. And now all that shit that you opened up to them about, you the same nigga who just told. And now you weaponizing
there
the
you go.
situation. Now, yeah, yeah. Now we gang war.
Yeah. Yup. Yup.
So all right, my bad. Let's go a little bit more into the retreat situation though. What do
Okay.
you think the biggest thing that you got out of the retreat was?
The biggest thing I got out of it was um trying to find a way to say this. The biggest thing I got out of it was the pleasure of not worrying about nothing. Like it's probably the easiest weekend I've had around other human beings because whether it's my wife, whether it's my mom, whoever I'm around, I feel like I have to be of service in some way, somehow, some shape, some form. Bro, when I tell you everybody pitched in a way to where I didn't have much of nothing to do at all, like task was literally taken off my hands. Like I'm about to go do this. No, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. Oh, we going on the market? Okay, I'll go with y'all. No, no, no. Stay here now. Stay here. You good. What you want? Just tell us what you want. We'll get it. No, but I'm no, no, no. We got it. All right. Here come the food. I'm getting ready to go work the grill. My man Nate. No, I got it. Don't worry about it now. Like,
How come the big niggas always got to do the grill? Have you ever seen a skinny side note here? I know we're having a serious conversation here. Has the skinny
I've
nigga
seen
ever
two.
worked
I've
the
seen
grill?
two skinny niggas be thorough on the grill. Two in my whole life.
I've
My
never seen
uncle
I don't think
Mike.
I've ever been to the
eh,
cookout.
my uncle Mike and this girl dad. Those the only two
All right.
skinny niggas I've ever seen be thorough on the grill. Ever.
The
Ever.
nigga on the
Ever.
grill is
Ever.
always fat or old, okay? He's
But then
always
again,
fat or
even when I
old,
was
or
skinny, I was all right on the grill.
you know
When
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
slim, I was all right on the grill. I was
I
all
ain't been
right
slim.
before I got fat.
I ain't been slim since Tupac was from the East Coast. But but my bad. Go ahead now. You said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Niggas was
that's
taking
what I
they
got
was
out of it.
taking
Like,
things off your plate. You felt like you didn't have to be of service for that weekend. Okay.
yeah, man. It's just the fact that I really like I can't even say a helping hand. Like I bro, it was just really like a different space for me to not have to take care of nobody else. And it's not that I regret having to do it on a regular basis. It just felt different.
You just
So
felt
that's what I'm
it was
saying.
just, what is this feeling? Is this joy?
Yeah. Oh,
I
man,
remember
it was a different space, bro.
so I'm at work the other day, and I got daughters. So
Hmm.
you coming through the door, why the fuck are you holding the door? You don't ever hold the door for a man. I hold the door for
Right,
you. You don't hold the door for me.
right.
So me and a nigga talking from work, he hold the door and I said, well, damn, is that what that feel like? And he looked at me and he started laughing because he knew exactly what I was talking about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You sitting there and you like, wait, so I don't have to smell like train smoke for the rest of the day? I get to actually
Bro.
have a plate of food and not just a hot dog that I took off the side and the one wing that I bit because I was trying to see if these joints was
While I
done.
was seasoning it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to see, damn, I put a little more garlic on these joints. Or those next ones, I throw a little barbecue sauce on. So you mean I get an actual plate?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, what?
I don't, I don't think I've ever
Man,
been in that
what?
space, boy.
And on top of it, one of our
Niggas will
homies was a
invite me and be like, "Hey,
bartender.
Hank, ain't you on the grill?"
And, and what? And on top of it, one of the homies was a bartender. So I mean, you could get you whatever drink you want, mixed how you want. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it was just like honestly, it's probably the most help, the most concentrated amount of help I've received in my adult life in such a short space of time. And that was just like, wow, wow, bro. Like that's different. Like, Father's Day come around and, my wife will be like, all right, well, I'll try to keep the kids out your hair and, I'll handle the meals and stuff like that. But at some point, my son's is gonna come bother me. My oldest son gonna want something, my youngest son gonna want something. So at some point, it's unavoidable. But like this really felt like, yo, it just really felt like now Reed don't have to do nothing but exist. I woke up, we watching Boys in the Hood, and it's jokes like and commentary. I go to sleep, I shower, I wake up, like literally, I just got to exist. I ain't even had to drive.
All right, so now it's time to switch the show up. Something you brought up, I didn't.
Okay.
But when we switch up the show, it is sponsored by Custom Hustle World. It's get to know Nah here. We know a lot about Nah, but like I said, we're gonna switch him up. We stole this one from my girl Taya. This is Taya, your third shout out now. I'm gonna need 5 stars on this one. Uh Custom Hustle
Hey,
flip flops. These are the first version of the flip flops. We have them available in 2 versions at the moment right now. But summertime, you want to get them dippers out. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're doing there. Custom Hustle flip flops
Custom Hustle
available at
Chancletas.
Hey man, what you got on your feet? Because that's what I'm saying. That's what we asking you. My
Yeah.
new joint. I don't fuck with the store. But at Custom Hustle World on Instagram is Custom Hustle Co. On Twitter. Now, get to know Nah right here. Since you brought it up, I didn't. When Mother's Day comes around, have you ever heard the phrase, "Hey mom, you want to put something on the grill?" Because
Never,
they ask us
never,
that every goddamn year. Have you ever heard, "Mom, you want to throw something in the oven? Mom, you want to put something in the crock pot?" Have you ever heard that on a Mother's Day?
never, never,
How come
never,
we don't?
never, never, never. Listen, I've said that. Me said that. We had an episode called Daddy Issues, and one of the things we mentioned was the fact that every Father's Day, dudes get snuffed, man. We get the same corny behind gifts. We get the same stay behind treatment. What's the internet meme say? Oh, yay, I get the same box that I got. Like, yeah.
It's fucked up. It's nasty work.
that I got on Tuesday. Yay.
I
Hooray.
was saying, yeah, you got to do a back. You got to give me a backflip or something. Goddamn
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Can you at least come with a wig and a different name? Like us, like some different fingernail polish out though. But
All right,
yeah,
now
nah,
get
bro. You're right.
get to know Nas. Nas throwing something on the grill. What's Nas thing he throwing on the grill?
Oh man, always gotta be a good burger, man. Always gotta have a solid burger on the grill.
Are we going patty or are we molding these joints with
Molded, man. Hand
okay.
up, man. No, no, we not getting that frozen patty. No disrespect to nobody else, gangster, but how else you gonna season it with love if you don't go ahead take the big thing of ground beef and hand mold it yourself, create the burger yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because you might want to go ahead and throw the onions in that joint. You might want to go ahead and make it one of those. Put your own special seasoning flavor in that joint. You know what I mean? Whatever it is you want to do. One time I experimented, put a little dab of soy sauce and barbecue sauce in the ground beef to put it on the grill. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to experiment, trying to see if I could take things up a notch, like Elmer used to do back in the day. Word to him. Bam.
Copy that. What's Nas go-to drink?
I don't even have a go-to drink anymore, but I think recently on behalf of what my wife and I can agree on, we've been doing amaretto sours. And I'm trying to
Okay.
find a whiskey. I'm trying to find a whiskey to go with Mountain Dew because I keep hearing that the whole reason Mountain Dew was invented was to be a chaser to whiskey. So I got to find the exact one that it was supposed to be. I'm doing that for Father's Day. Get me a nice little whiskey and you know what I mean, put my feet up.
I gotta connect you with my guy, Q Lewis. Shouts out to the
Shout out to Q. His birthday was just recently.
and he does, you know what I'm saying, Q will be able to get you.
Well, we got some freezing up, good brother. All right, we back.
All right, birthday stories. This is a new one. I need
Ooh,
a
birthday
story. I need a
stories.
I need a story from a birthday because we are a married man. You know what I'm saying? We can edit some of the names if need be. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man,
You ain't gotta say, yeah, it was me
you
and
know,
Hype.
you
I
know,
think this is
trap music and
you know, trap music and back shots.
back shots. Trap music looking back shots, baby.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying? So
man.
so go ahead, give me a birthday story.
Oh man, a birthday story. All right. What kind of birthday story you want? You want a funny one? You
Uh,
just want a
we
different one?
we like funny. You know what I'm saying? We had a
All
heavy
right. I'm
episode. Let's
trying to
lighten
think.
it up.
I'm trying to think of a good one. Trying to think of a good funny birthday story. Um, damn, I might not have a bunch of funny ones off the top of my head. So I do remember one particular time. Um, no, don't I'm confusing that with the anniversary. Good Lord.
See,
Um,
this nigga been in love too long. He just said I'm confusing
right.
it with the
And
anniversary.
listen. This gonna be year 18 of our marriage, man. I've been celebrating more birthdays with her than anybody else at this point in my life, man.
Hey, listen, we don't like to gloss over those situations. That's a college
Yeah,
freshman
man.
right there. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real
Yeah.
talk. That's when we met as
You
college freshmen. So
yeah, you done just
yeah.
got out the house. You know what I'm saying? You out on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
man.
like we like to salute those situations here.
For sure, for sure.
And
Um,
you
all
don't
right, I
got
got
nothing
one.
for me.
I
You
got
got
one. I
one?
got one.
Okay, come on, let's
It's
go.
just a solid one. It might not be the funny, but so I will mention the year she surprised me. So I've never had I had not had any surprise birthday parties through like my whole entire life. And at this point in time, we wasn't married yet. We were still dating. So I slide out west to go kick it with her. I slide out west to go kick it with her. Then we back at the gallery, we talking, her and her sisters talking, whatever, whatever. I'm trying to get into like 4 or 5 different things, not knowing she's like, it's time for stalling is over so she can get me back to my mom crib where everybody else is at. So I'm sitting here like, all right, well, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to go to the arcade. I'm trying to go to the comic book store. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. Yeah, we almost end up in a whole full-blooded argument because I'm like, it's my birthday. You ask me what I'm trying to do. I'm telling you what I'm trying to do. Now you're not trying to do
And
what
you
I'm trying
and
to
you and you fighting me the whole way.
do. Like, what type of time is this? If this was your birthday, I literally remember saying to her, if this was your birthday, you asked me to do such and such, and I asked you what you wanted to do, we'd have been there already. She's like, listen,
You
your mom wants to see you before you get into everything else. All right, fine. And neither one of us was driving at this point, so we hop SEPTA from downtown to uptown. You know what I'm saying? So we talking, I walk through the door and I almost said some fly shit. Not realizing, you know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't no lights on, so I don't think my mom was downstairs.
She's not even the fuck here. You got me back.
So no, like no. By this time, I had apologized because I was just like, all right, well, clearly you spoke to my mom, and mom said she wanted me here, so I was supposed to be there. My bad for turning up on you earlier. And I'm just like, I'll make it up to you, talking, being
Uh,
suggestive.
you said I could use some of that Jeremiah now.
Yeah, man. You heard? You heard? So soon as I walk through the door, and I'm like, all right, let me just surprise. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. This is why you kept asking me for such and such number the other day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I got in touch with your other friend that had the number because I see him there in the midst, and I'm like, oh,
Say,
all
he
right.
the one hiding behind the couch. Okay, I see. I know
Yeah,
those numbers
right.
when I see them.
Right. Right. So yeah, that's how I almost got into an argument trying to spoil my own birthday party.
All right, copy that. You know what I'm saying? Birthday Stories is a new joint here on the How to Hustle podcast with Hype.
That's lit.
Last joint before we close it out is what do we need to know? Sponsored by H2H Cleaning. That is at H2H Cleaning on Instagram only. We do roof and plumbing, flooring, HVAC, cleanups, cleanouts, remodeling, tree trimming, grass cutting. We do have power washing. It's just as expensive. And we don't handle septic tanks. We're here to help. Just tell us how we can help. Nah, what do we need to know?
Y'all need to know that tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Life be life.
This is coming out in July.
Oh, that's
Y'all
true.
gonna
That's
be
true. Y'all need to know on Thursdays. Y'all need to know on Thursdays. Y'all need to know on Thursdays because I haven't tried to fix the situation. So this is might be out in July and I'm having a current problem. Let's just play this on the safe side. Typically, Life Be Life is on YouTube and on Facebook Live. However, Facebook Live been called an audible recently that is not allowing me to change. It locks my live and then I can't unlock the live now like I have been. So what y'all need to know is that when the episodes come out on Thursdays, head straight to the YouTube. Life be lifing. LIFEBLIFING. Head straight to the YouTube. That's the most important thing. Every Thursday night, 9 o'clock, head over to the YouTube on Life Be Life in YouTube. The Facebook thing, I don't know if it'll even be fixed by July. So it might be a thing that just shut that avenue down for me because they're not gonna allow me to reroute it. Um, and I don't want to make another page just for that, knowing that the videos on Facebook are only up for 30 days now. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the big
oh
thing
yeah.
right now. Head straight to the YouTube, folks.
Straight to the
Head straight to
YouTube
the
then. You know what I'm
YouTube.
saying?
And the
Subscribe,
live chat,
like.
the live chat. Yeah, like, subscribe, and get active in that live chat. The same way y'all did on Facebook. Just do the same thing on the YouTube. Hop in the chat and let's talk that talk.
Copy that. Nah, my guy right here. Appreciate you coming on, bro. That's episode 169. We'll probably be seeing Nah again in the 170s. We are out. I am hype. That's HYMPE. It's hype. It's not hype. I'm not geeked up.